This is for Aries for the month of May. So if Aries is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. For some of you, you have already had your birthday month and celebrated your birthday. For others, it's coming up this month. And treat it like a new beginning. What I see when I said new beginning is in the springtime, we put in the seeds for harvest, and it shall be. So if Aries is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So as you're planting the seeds for the new harvest, for the new year, know that it's just like the new year, the New Year's Eve. What do you want to have this year? What do you want to develop? What crop? And it can be many different things. It could be, for different people, different things. It can be prosperity. It could be getting to know who you are spiritually. It can be working on family relationships, new training. For different people, it's different things because we all have different lessons. So this would be a good time for you to sit back and look at what is it that you want to accomplish this year. What is your harvest? What is it that you're planting the seeds and nurturing for abundance in many different forms? It could be abundance in who you are, abundance in your spiritual development. It can be family relationships, new skills, new skill set. Maybe it's manifesting a home, whatever it is. And this would be a really good time for you to sit back, step back, and figure out what do you want this year. Now, I have put under the posts some comments. Probably, I haven't done any videos except for the monthly video for this month. And I've had a very busy schedule as I returned back to the U.S. Some of you, if you followed, you know that I lived in Portugal from December of 21 I returned back this February. And during that time, it was a time of spiritual growth for me. Why? As we're facing challenges in life, then, we look at what is the lesson. And I really didn't want to put how I've spent my 3 years, but I will share that with you. And I'm just about through with this cycle. In August of 23, yes, in August of 23, I discovered that I had breast cancer, and in Portugal, and I don't speak Portuguese, and I was maneuvering through a foreign country with no support, no family, and trying to find the necessary tests, treatment, etc. And from November through February of that year, I had 6 chemotherapies because I'm triple positive, hormone triple positive for breast cancer, which is not genetic. The BRCA is not in my family, and I just developed breast cancer. So during that time, if you go back and look at my old videos, you will see that that was the time that I was losing my hair, and I was very, very sick from the chemo, and have now returned back to the U.S. Now there's some changes, and it's been a challenge. Now, I have a wonderful oncologist that I have here, but there's been some changes in protocol and some changes in the treatment. So, and also lots and lots and lots of tests. And that's part of why I haven't been doing my videos, because some weeks I was having 4 different scans in a week's time. And unfortunately, my insurance, that I didn't know that I had some choices. I had to go from one end of the county to the other for all these tests. From all the way north to Centennial, where I had, because I also during this time was having my knees looked at, because I discovered after I got here that I have a collapsing knee. So it doesn't support me. And so I've had to have someone go with me so I don't fall down, because I almost fell down at one point because my knee was not, it wasn't supporting me. So along with all the oncology testing that the oncologist wanted new tests so she could look at it, I also had all of the tests related to my knee in preparation for knee surgeries. Now, we are now up to February, and starting in March, I have been going to the oncologist, and every 21 days I have an infusion. There was 17 infusions, and I have 3 left. Part of that is the Herceptin, which, if you look it up, it is almost like the miracle drug for breast cancer for a certain type, which I have, which is HER2 positive. And they had a book about it, they had a movie about it. And before this came, as part of treatment, the results were not good. That it had a possibility of spreading to the internal organs, but now, because of the Herceptin, that is not occurring. And my oncologist here, instead of a lesser dose, gave me the full Herceptin, and then there's also another one that I have with that. And why do I have both? And why do I have an infusion? Because there was a little bit of residual of the tumor. So I've had, out of 17, I have 3 left. So that means 14 infusions. And and it is chemo. And, I get very, very, very tired following that. And I will spend hours sleeping. And I have the nausea pills. And my platelets are very, very low, to the point where I bruise, I bleed. And I also have, one of the other symptoms is muscle pain. And that's the one that I don't really like, is the muscle pain. It hurts. Also, I'm on a hormone suppressant. I'm not on the tamoxifen. I'm on another hormone suppressant to address so there's no spread. So since I've been back, I have had a 3D mammogram. I have had an MRI for my breast cancer. I've had an MRI for my knees. I have had 2 nuclear tests for my knees, where they inject some sort of nuclear thing, then I wait for 4 hours, and then they do the scan, because it's soft tissue that I'm having difficulties with. I have had a scan, it's actually an ultrasound of my thyroid, and also I'm on a regimen of iron. So I get a bag of iron with my chemo and B12 shots, which make me really feel much, much, much better. So if you've wondered where I've been for the past month, I have been not feeling so well. However, I do have my tech person coming on Monday. We're going to upgrade the channel. And I only have 3 more treatments to go, and possibly knee surgery at the end of January, but we have to wait because of the platelets. That being said, I want to thank all of you for your support and your kind words. It's been a tough road, not only fighting the breast cancer, but also, I lost, I brought 6 dogs to Portugal. I brought 1 back to the U.S., which was Milo, and he crossed like 2 weeks later from his kidney disease. So now I have Susie, my little rescue from the shelter here in town. She's now 11 months old. And Nina, who came on the plane from Portugal. And I'm going to do some videos. She keeps Nina on her toes, and they run around the house. And Nina's 12. Nina's my little bilingual dog from Portugal. They run through the house, and they have the toys, and Nina plays keep away. So I'm going to do some videos. But I think the funniest, and I probably can't recreate this, is I have those great big thunder dog beds. Well, Nina was sitting in one of the dog beds, and Susie decided that she needed to move. So she was dragging Nina around in that dog bed, which was pretty funny. And it's sort of the light for me is, and also Susie is a pup. I usually don't adopt pups, but I needed life. I needed something to look forward to. So I want to thank all of you. Please, know that I send you light and love. And I spend time praying every day. I pray for peace on the planet. I pray for those who are making decisions, for us sending the light to them. And, I had said, and I will be doing some live streaming. I have the camera, and my tech person is going to show me how to do the camera. So I wanted to do an update for you. Now I have to figure out how to post. I think I'll just post it and then refer to it in the comments. And I don't share a lot because it gets really boring to me. It's like, oh, here she goes again, about, my cancer journey. And, there's no cancer in my family, except for my sister who smoked, but no cancer. I did everything that I was supposed to do, and then I end up with breast cancer. So it's been a spiritual path, a lesson for me. And sometimes we have these big whammy lessons, and this was my whammy lesson. So I send you all light and love. And I will be doing the Aries video next. And I started a little bit of it, and it's in the springtime right now. This is the time to put in the seeds for what we want to harvest. And there's no limit to what we can harvest. Nothing that limits us to manifestation. And what do you want to manifest? That's basically it. What do you want to manifest this year? So I'm sending you light and love, and thank you so much for your patience, for your love, for your kind words. And if I've been hard to get hold of, it's because I've been spending a lot of time, sometimes 4 days a week, on my medical appointments. And I have a lady that goes with me so that I don't fall down now. But I have like a fabulous orthopedic surgeon here in town who corrects surgeries. And so I'll be able to get that healed. And it's all a one step at a time, one, as I go along the way. And it really makes a difference in perspective when one faces the possibility of life looking differently, and what's important, and what do we let go. So I'm sending you light and love, and let's get on to our videos for the month of May for spring. Thank you.